We got a special invite today to a dear friend, George, to see his personal home tank. We want to take you with us. Come on. Hi, how
Hello.
are you, George?
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Hey, thanks for coming.
Wow, I think that's the only word we could possibly say walking into this.
Right?
Oh my gosh, George. This is phenomenal.
Yeah, what do you think?
I'm stunned. I'm sure that's what most people say.
Yeah, it's definitely the showpiece of the house. As soon as you walk in, it's a nice thing to come home to.
Absolutely.
People love it when they come inside and see it. They just get magnetized to it and want to ask all kinds of questions about what's going on here. So this is a 9 foot by 4 foot by 30-inch tall tank. So that comes out to be roughly 675 gallons for the display, but it is about 1,000 gallons total system volume.
1,000 gallons. Okay.
It's a peninsula tank, so I love being able to walk all around the tank and see it from all different directions. Has a lot of SPS coral, but it's also a mixed reef. So we've got some Goniopora, some LPS, torches, clams. Some of my favorites are the carpet anemones. I have two big carpets. I think white storm clowns here hosting them. And so there's also anemone crabs in there, and there's a whole cool ecosystem. We've got lots of shrimp in here too. So at night I just come out and just stare at it and see all kinds of things coming in and out of the rock work, and it's fun to watch.
Yeah, just mesmerizing, really. I can
Yeah,
imagine
so
just sitting here all day.
it's a fully stocked tank. You know, we have about 70, 75 fish in here. So it keeps it busy, and there's always something coming in and out to look at. And with the islands, we have made the rockwork into these individual islands. And so there's about 10 islands throughout the tank. And then it's neat to see the fish just going in and out and, you know, doing figure eights around them and having fun. This particular tank, I've had it in this version here in 2019.
Okay.
We got it first up and running and put water in it. But then a few months later, COVID hit. So that slowed us down for a while. And I would say about 2 or 3 years ago, my attention came back to the tank. And that was actually the best thing that I could do for it, was let it age and let the rockwork age, let everything go through it and figure out any problems, any issues. So by the time I was ready to come back to it, it had already been running for a couple years, which was great. The biodiversity, having pods in the tank, having beneficial bacteria in the tank, all that was great, because usually I get carried away and I just want to put everything in the tank the day after I set it up. I have no patience. So that taught me to kind of forced me into having patience. But that was what helped. So now I feel like when we put coral and fish into the tank, we have a lot better survivability because it's more of a mature reef rather than one that I just put together.
It definitely doesn't look thrown together.
Yeah. So this tank was built, and it's kind of built into the house.
Oh.
So after buying this house, I was doing a major remodel. So we did electrical and lighting, and the plumbing goes under the slab of the house, just so that this tank you'd get the best part of it, which is having this beautiful big tank, but without all the noise and the humidity and the sounds.
Can we look at the lighting?
Yeah. So I'll come over here. And so wherever I want to go, I can stand on this ledge here. It has structural steel underneath it, so I can walk around it. I can, get in there. I can, get to the middle of the tank, anywhere that I need to go. By having this being openable and this having this ledge, it saved me, because in the past when I had large tanks and I didn't take that into consideration, it was a nightmare trying to get something off the bottom of the tank and not being able to reach it. So this is wonderful. And here we have lots of these, they're called Orphec Natura icons. There's 12 of them, and then 8 of these light bars. So with LED lights, in my experience, that at least in the past, that they don't have great spread, and people always said they missed the T5s because of the fantastic spread on the T5s. So what I do with LEDs to kind of mimic the T5 effect is have so many of them that the coral is covered in light in any direction. And what I wanted to do is be able to grow coral from the sand bed up.
Mm.
And I didn't
So
want,
par is very
yeah,
important.
I didn't want it where it was like, oh, the top half of the tank, you can grow coral, but nothing else. So I made all the rock work come up maybe about to 50 or 60% of the tank's height, and not having, most people have rock work going all the way to the top
Yeah.
because they need the par. So we have the par down low, and we can allow the coral to be what grows up to the top instead of having rock work growing up to the
Smart.
top. So I wanted to be able to see these big, tall coral eventually, where it wasn't done with rock work. Like that structure
Yeah.
is the reef, not not the rock work is the structure, and not the rock work being the reef itself. So
You accomplished that. Nice
yeah,
work.
we're getting there.
You'd mentioned that you ran plumbing. You
Yes.
you
So
drove
are you
ground.
guys want to go check it out?
Well, so there's not a sump under here.
No. So underneath, we've got a dry storage for anything, any little reef gizmos that I have, but nothing, no water at all underneath the tank. So there's pipes that go behind the tank and then underneath the floor. So I'll take you over. It's going underneath here. We cut the foundation to do this. And so we've got it coming down here, and then it goes down over here. So I'll take you to go show you where the magic happens. So we've got here the dual chamber calcium reactor from you guys, protein skimmer in this tank, an external reef octopus. It's the 8000 EXT. I've had it for 13 years, believe it or not. That thing is going strong. So I've had many iterations of big tanks, and I've had that thing running for all of them. There's the Reef Octopus Catch Can. There's so many Reef Octopus products. And then now, recently, we just went to, in like about 6 months ago, to all Hydros products. And the Hydros stuff has been helpful because so much easier to program, so much easier to get online and working right. And I feel like it's much more intuitive. As a reef hobbyist, I'm not a computer programmer, so I don't want to have to write code to get my products working right. So I love it. It works great. We have the IV, we have the dosers, we have the control bars.
XP8.
Absolutely. So we have it dosing like different types of chemicals. We have it where it's helping us keep things stable, where things can turn off if something goes out of whack. It's doing so much for us, and it's much easier to get it working. So we have it on this tank. I have a smaller tank as well where we went all hydros as well. Oh. But this is great. So in here we've got a 200-gallon mixing bin. We've got the frag tank. We've got this 250-gallon sump with there's a refugium in here. Mm-hmm. So we got the chaeto growing in there, and just lots of place for biodiversity. Wow. And then there's the RODI water, where we make pure water. Is basically calcium reactors, protein skimmers, which are both from Reef Octopus, and then we are doing through the hydros. We're dosing calc all the time. Smart. And the calc is really a lifesaver. It seems like it helps us keep the pH up. We were fighting with low pH until we started dosing that. So between all this, I know that it's a very big setup, but it's as simple as it can be for the size that it is.
I wouldn't say simple.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Is there any chance you mentioned you had a smaller tank as well?
Yes, absolutely. Let's go back into the house.
Oh. Okay.
This, quote unquote smaller tank, but this is also a pretty large tank. This is about 62 inches long by 30 inches deep and about 24 or 25 inches high. So it's approximately 200 gallons, and we've got a 100-gallon sump underneath. So, but the total system volume should be around 250 gallons. And then we have, these are 6 Ecotech Radeon XR 30s above the tank. Same idea is that we were trying to just make sure that there was no dead spots in the lighting. We have the gyres that hook up with the hydros as well. With
the hydros wave engine.
Exactly. Those work really well. They're moving so much water around the tank. We put them in, and I can see stuff all the way on the other side of the tank moving and churning, which is great. So this tank has been set up also since 2019.
Oh, wow.
But now this has become kind of like a duplicate tank. So anything that I really love out of my other reef goes in here, just in case something happens. You've got
A check and
duplicates of stuff.
balance.
And it was a QT tank for a while. Anytime I'd buy coral, it has to go here, you quarantine it, and then it goes over there. But after a while, I didn't need it as a quarantine as much.
Yep.
So now it's become just a second beautiful reef. And so, there's sometimes when I think this tank is doing better, and sometimes the other tank seems to be doing better. But either way, it's a lot of fun. I just sit here in the living room and just take a seat, and I could see the two tanks, and I'm in reef heaven. So having fun.
You did a really good job of making the tanks feel like they are furniture in the house.
It's an open space, and we wanted to make sure that the tanks weren't obtrusive, that they felt like they were part of the home. So we wanted people to be able to enjoy them, but not for it to feel like it was overwhelming.
Yeah.
And that people couldn't enjoy other features of the house, which is very nice.
Special request.
Yeah, what is it? Anything?
It's a beautiful home. Could we take a quick little tour?
Sure, why not? So this is the living room that has our two fish tanks. And then as you come over here, we added a space here where, excuse the mess, but this is where the family usually hangs out. So we've got the entertainment center here, but we've also got the main attraction, which is this great view into the mountains. And you can kind of see the city over here during the nighttime. You see the city lights. And so we're up on top of the hills here and fortunate enough to have this wonderful view.
Well, this is truly incredible. And
Thank
we are
you so
so,
much.
so grateful for
Yeah,
you
of
having
course.
us
I'm
over.
so glad you guys came. It's been nice to show it to somebody and to share it.
Yes, absolutely. And thank you for being a Hydros user and supporter of Reef Octopus. Anything
absolutely.
you need, we're here for you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's nice
Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to have you guys over. Thank you so much.
Good, thank you guys. Hey, anybody seen Jessica?
Yeah, this is the life. Not going anywhere.